Hi, I'm Ali and a warm welcome to Kinship Skin. So in today's video we're going to be doing a really lovely gentle facial massage routine using our jade tool here, our Gua Sha. So what we're going to be doing is some really great facial techniques to really help with glowing skin, detoxify any sort of toxins and waste by moving toxins and waste within the lymph using our Gua Sha tool. But also we're going to be using our Nourishing Facial Oil as well, because what we place onto our skin is going to penetrate in even better and deeper. And then in the end we're going to do a lymphatic drainage release, so we can release all the toxins and waste as well from within the neck and also the facial area. So I'm Ali, I've been a facialist for the last 8 years and I'm really passionate to help you on your skincare journey. First is clean skin, and also you want to make sure that your Gua Sha tool is clean as well. Now as you can see, this is a jade, but they do come in various sorts of shapes and sizes and other materials. For instance, this is a rose quartz. Now, when you wash these, before you even use them, you want to wash them in some light, warm, soapy water, and then finish off with a nice, cool rinse with the water as well. So then it's ready for use. So what we're going to do now, we're going to place our Nourishing Facial Oil here. We're just going to place just a couple of drops onto the fingers and then just rub it in, and then just gently apply all along the facial area. And this has a very lovely calming scent. It's not too strong. I do tend to find that quite a few facial oils can be quite strong and the scent can be slightly overwhelming actually. So you just want something nice and light, and then not forgetting the neck. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the bottom. We're going to start from the collarbone, work our way up all the way to forehead area, and then come back down with the final lymphatic drainage release. So where we have our indentations here, just above our collarbone, let's just get the lymphatics going by giving those a few gentle presses. And then with our Gua Sha tool, we're going to use this part, almost like a part of a bow, coming from the collarbone and lifting all the way up towards the chin. And then when you get to the chin, just give the Gua Sha tool just a very slight wiggle. And what we're doing here is really helping getting those lymph nodes going as well, which we have plenty of under the jawline. And this is a very nice, light, delicate touch. You don't need to be heavy-handed. And obviously the skin on the neck is very fine as well. All the way to the ear. And then we're going to work on the other side now. So taking this part of the tool, coming from the collarbone, lifting all the way up towards the chin and the jawline area. Now, if you do have slight slackiness of skin, so if you've got slightly older skin, I'm in my mid-50s, so obviously you do tend to lose collagen and elastin, so everything slightly becomes softer. So if you do have wrinkles, just always use your hand as an anchor so you're not pulling or stretching at the skin at all. So now we've lifted up with our Gua Sha tool here. So now we're going to come from under the jawline towards the ears. So we're going to use this part of the tool, placing hand as an anchor on one side, tool under the chin, and you just want to glide very nice and slowly all the way along to the ear, and then just give it a little wiggle with the Gua Sha tool here. We'll do this 3 times on each side. If you like, you can take a couple of deep belly breaths while you're doing these as well. It really helps with blood flow and oxygen to the neck and also the head area, but also calming down the nervous system. And the last time under the jawline where we have plenty of lymph nodes. And then we're going to take this part again, coming under the ear here, sort of slightly behind the ear where we have lymph nodes as well, and just coming down that big SCM muscle, nice and light towards the collarbone. And again, we do this 3 times on each side, coming all the way down to the collarbone, just a very light, gentle wiggle. Now, I like to use my Gua Sha tool fairly flat for more surface area. Some people like to almost have a scraping motion, but for me personally, I like to use it really nice and flat. So again, let's just come under here again. One last time. And then again, with this part of the tool, under the ear, and then behind the ear, and just down that big SEM muscle, nice and flat to the collarbone. I always want to swallow when I'm doing this. You can literally feel things moving along. So now let's work along the jawline area. So we're taking this part of the tool, and then we're just placing onto the chin, fingers as an anchor, and gliding along the jawline, lower part of the face towards the ears. Again, nice, light, and delicate. Moving toxins and waste within the lymph. And then slowly working our way up, lower part of the face. And then on the other side as well, from the chin along the jawline. Now you can do these morning or night, or you can do these twice a day, obviously depending on how much time you have. But if you want to spend a bit more time on a certain area, because this will also help if you have any sort of puffiness within your facial area as well. I find it quite beneficial, particularly around the eyes. So now we're working our way up, lower part of the face. And it's very relaxing actually, and it really does again help with the calm the nervous system down. Let's not forget just above our lips here. So I'm just taking the end part of the tool and just working just along the lips towards the nostril, slightly upwards motion. And then we're going to take this part of the tool, and then we're just coming from the nostril, just give it a little wiggle. This is, we have some indentations either side of here. This is where those nasal labial folds and smile lines can develop. So we just want to massage that a bit, and then glide under the cheekbone towards the ears. Again, under the cheekbone towards the ears. Now, apart from having a skincare brand, which is as natural and as organic as possible, obviously you can't get anything 100% organic. There's always some sort of form of ingredient, but I have tried to use the best quality ingredients. So please check that out. I will leave my facial oil description in the description box down below. But I also do have another channel called Face Yoga Master, where I have my full range on display there. And then just come between that nose area, just releasing any tight tension here. Get nice and light. And then under the cheekbone towards the ears. Really helping towards a nice defined cheekbone area here. Sometimes you get some sort of toxins and waste in this area. So now let's work on the under eye area here. So we're going to use this part of the tool, place my hand almost onto the nose and just very gently, feather light touch, work along the bone towards the temple and the hairline. Particularly if you have puffiness of the eyes or any eye bags, it's a great one to do in the morning. And at this point, if you wanted to place your Gua Sha tool in the fridge just for a few moments, just to make it slightly cool, this will also help as well with any puffiness. Nice and gentle. And again. And then we're going to take the part of the tool, the end part here, and now we're just gliding from between the eyes here, the eye and the bridge of the nose, and gliding down the side of the nose. This is really good for sinuses, again, drainage of puffy eyes. And then just using the tool to just glide under the cheekbone, again, towards the ears. Now, I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to join me on there, I will leave that in the description box down below as well. I'm going to be doing weekly tutorials on there as well, and the latest products and things like LED masks, and also obviously my Kinship skincare brand, but also hints and tips. I'd also have a community, so if you'd like to join me there for more like-minded people into natural skincare, I'd love to see you there as well. Again, all under that cheekbone towards the ears. So now this work between the eyes here, the eyebrows, again, a great acupressure point. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a round circular motion one way and then the other, calming down the nervous system. And when we have, when we're slightly stressed, you can sometimes end up creasing your fingers and your face and clenching at your shoulders. And so you can end up with those fine lines and wrinkles. So this will really help calm everything down. And just massage the other way. And then taking this part of the tool, we're coming up from between the eyebrows and just very gently lifting up towards the hairline. Now there's not much fat padding, if you like, around this area, so you want to be nice again and gentle. No need to be going in too deep. And then on the other side, lifting up, and we're working vertically against any of those horizontal lines on the forehead area towards the temples. And then we're going to take the part of the tool here. You can use a smaller part here or the larger part, and let's just massage the temple area. This will really help, particularly if you suffer with migraines, headaches, or just a bit of tension. Another great acupressure point. And let's just massage it the other side as well, the other way. And then on the other side, coming along just at the temple area here. And then the other way. And then we're going to take this part of the tool, and then now we're gliding down from the center of the forehead towards the temple, by the cheekbone towards the temple and the top of the ear. And again, very fine, we're moving toxins and waste within the lymph. And the lower parts of the face, again heading everything out towards that ear area. And then on the other side, from the middle of the forehead all the way along towards the temple area here. And also smoothing out any fine lines and wrinkles. And obviously, because we've applied our lovely nourishing facial oil, which does actually have 8 ingredients which are completely organic, and smoothing out the skin, it's penetrating in better and deeper, but also helping with those fine lines and wrinkles as well. And then again, we're just going to take our tool here from the collarbone, lifting up, and then you want to turn it very lightly, glide all along towards the back of the ear. It's coming up towards the chin, working along the jawline, smoothing out towards the back of the ear, and then on the other side, jawline, gliding along to the back of the ear, and just working along that neck again. And then we're going to take this part of the tool, top part, and then just very gently glide at the front of the ear where we have plenty of lymph nodes. Again, you take a couple of deep belly breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to help with the nervous system, but also to help with oxygen and blood flow to the neck and the head area. And we're working the back of the ear now. And then just taking this part of the tool, scooping it behind the ear where it fits in quite nicely, and gliding down the big SEM muscle. And then with this part of the tool, you want to come to the back of the neck, and you just want to glide along the occipital bone, top of the head, bottom of the neck. Again, we have plenty of lymph nodes here, and we sometimes get a lot of tension in this area. And then again, just gliding down the big SCM muscle. Nice, flat, and mindful. And then on the other side, just scoop my hair and just come along front of the ear, back of the ear, and then taking our tool under the ear, under and behind, and just down the big SCM muscle, nice and light. And then we want to take our tool and literally just come, I like to use it from this side, and then just come all along the back of the neck, nice and light, releasing any tension. And then just down by the SCM muscle again, down to the collarbone. And then for the final lymphatic drainage release, you want to, because we remove toxins and waste to help with glowing skin, fine lines and wrinkles, whilst using our lovely nourishing, and we see there, nourishing facial oil from Kinship Skin. So from the chin all the way down, you want to come to our collarbone, our beginning point if you like, and if you can just give those a few gentle presses, and this will release all the toxins and waste we've moved within the neck and the facial area into the body whilst using our jade Gua Sha tool here. Now obviously once you've finished doing this, you actually want to again rinse your tool in light soapy water and slightly warm, and then just rinse it with a final cool water ready for and just very lightly pat and dry it and just let it dry, and then it's ready for next usage. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it useful. Please check out my brand. I'm going to show you even a men's selection here of hyaluronic acid face cream for men. So as well as ladies, I also have a very nice, gentle, again for sensitive skin, anti-aging for men as well. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, pushing me out to as many people as possible. And check out my community and also my email list if you want sort of regular updates. And I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. And tell me how you found this video as well. Sorry, I know it's long-winded, but I get so excited and I'm just here to really help you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.